Hi, folks. Welcome back to the retirement question. Hope you're having a great day, great week, great life. So, I was thinking about what to talk about. I don't know. I was thinking, why do people, even if they know they can do it, they don't? And what I mean by that is they have the money, they've got plenty of resources, but still they don't pull the plug on their job and call it quits and start living their best life. I can't say I was ever really in that situation. My situation went from not really being interested in early retiring to going through the experience of losing my father last year. That kind of forced me to really look at life differently, look at time with family, time with friends, time with myself, and how valuable that really is. And that's really the only thing of value in this world is time with those that you love and love you as well. So, if you've got the resources, pull the plug on the job. You can always go back, make a little bit more money so you can buy more crap, or maybe do without. Live a simpler life. That could be the solution. So even if maybe you don't have exactly what you think you need in retirement, maybe you have enough. Maybe you don't need another 100,000 or 10,000 or a million, whatever that number is. Maybe you really don't need it. Maybe you can just do with less and improvise, think creatively, and maybe find something you really love. Maybe what you're doing now is toxic. A lot of jobs, they're just bad for you. My job, I've mentioned before, it's a good job. I like it most days, the people most days, the clients most days, but it's still a job. It's killing me, day after day, the daily grind, not just the job, but getting to and from the job, the commute. That's not good. Sitting in the car, waiting in traffic, buying gas, not only is it bad for you, it's also expensive. And it's just killing you day after day. And that's the way I'm looking at it. It's like, yeah, I could have more, maybe want more, but what if I just do with less and live a simpler life? That's my solution. And if I have to live somewhere else, cut back, I'll do it. I'm very adaptable, and you probably are too. So instead of putting in another hour, another day, another week, who knows, at that same job that's been killing you day after day, week after week, just quit. Move on to your best life, your next life in retirement. That's what I'm going to do. I wish the same for you. We don't need most of the things we have, especially if you like to buy things. I like things. I look at things, when I'm in the store. Doesn't necessarily mean I put them in my cart. I'm very selective with my money. And we should be a lot more selective with our time, whether it's with loved ones or with ourselves. We're so greedy. about money. We don't have enough. We need more. We want to hang on to it. We want to have it forever. It's just so it can buy us more things that will hold us down, anchor us to a particular place or a job, bills, expenses. You don't need that. Cut back. Do with less. Live a simpler life. Share your time. That's all you really have of really any value. When you're on your deathbed and you're looking up, and there'll be people that spent time with you and you spent time with them. And that's what really matters, is time. The time for yourself and the people that you care for and who care for you as well. So, live a simpler life. If the number's not quite there, maybe it's enough. Maybe it's more than enough. We're all assuming what we think we'll need in retirement anyway, because there's no guarantees how long you're going to live in retirement. I've mentioned this before. I hope I live a long, long time, especially in that first phase of retirement called the go-go years. God, I want to spend 30, 40, 50 years in the go-go years. But you know what? God probably has other plans for me. So I'll be happy with whatever He chooses. So just today is as good as any day to make the decision to live a better life. A life of meaning, not about your money and what you have and what you've saved, but the time you have. And the time you have, it's finite. You have no idea how much you have. It could be a little, it could be a lot. You don't know. Money, you can always make more money. But time, that's something you can't buy. Time with loved ones, family and friends, you can't buy that. You can buy pretty much anything else, but not time. Time is finite. Enjoy that time with those who love and who love you as well. So that's really what I wanted to say. Live a simpler life. If it means being able to retire earlier, do it. It's just my opinion. I'm not an expert, no financial guru. I'm just looking at living the dream myself. So on that note, I hope you have a great rest of your day. And if you're new to the channel, welcome. Like I say, come for the content, stay for the show. And if you've been here before, welcome back. Please share your opinions, any ideas you have about the successes you've experienced, either planning your retirement or living in retirement, and also challenges you've faced and have gone through. And hopefully you can help others on this channel as well. So like I said, welcome, and have a great rest of your day. Take care.